everyone, I hope you are doing good. And in today's module, we are going to learn les articles partitifs, that is the partitive articles in French. So let's start. If I have to say this is a noun, the entire noun, I will be using a definite article plus noun. For example, I went to the birthday and I ate the cake. Did you eat the entire cake? No, right? You just ate a part of this cake. And this part, if I'm having, I will not use a definite article. I will be using a partitive article plus the noun. The word partitive article itself, it says that it is a part of something. And in today's module, we are going to learn les articles partitifs. These partitive articles, they translate to as some or any in English. And how do you form them? In order to make these partitive articles, it is with de, the, plus the definite articles. Which are the definite articles? Le, la, le. Okay, so for masculine singular, it is the plus le, that becomes du. For example, if I have to say du café, that means some coffee. For feminine singular, it is the plus la, that is de la. And let's take an example. For example, de la viande, that is some meat. For something that is beginning with a vowel, that is a noun that is beginning with a vowel or h mute, it can be masculine or feminine singular. We will be using the plus l apostrophe, that is the l apostrophe. Let's take an example. The l'huile. H is silent, that means some oil. And can you guess what will it be for plural? Yes, the plus le, that contracts to make des. And let's take any of the example that is here. Des pommes, some apples. So we have 4 partitive articles in French, that is du, de la, the apostrophe and they. You might be thinking, ma'am, I've seen this somewhere. Du, de la, the apostrophe, they. Where have I seen it? Yes, you have seen it in the contracted articles as well. But in the contracted articles, what was the meaning of du, de la, the apostrophe, they? Yes, it was of the or from the. But here in partitive articles, what is the English meaning of du, de la, the apostrophe, they? It is some. And mostly these partitive articles are used before food and beverages. Okay, so now let's just take this example. On prépare le gâteau. One prepares the cake avec des œufs, du lait, du sucre, du beurre et de la farine. That is, one prepares the cake with what? With some eggs, some milk, some sugar, some butter and some flour. In English, of course, we don't say some, but in French, you know, before the noun, you have to put some or the other article. Okay, so let's proceed. These partitive articles, they change or they replace to de or d apostrophe in some cases. What is the first case that the partitive articles are changing to the? The first case says that when there is a precise quantity accompanying the noun. What do you mean by this? Let's observe. When you see an expression of quantity, for example, if I'm saying a kilo of, or if I'm saying 250 grams of something, it is a very precise quantity, right? I cannot say a kilo some tomatoes. We say a kilo of tomatoes, right? Give me 250 grams of flour. Getting it? So here in this case, we will not be using a partitive article. We will be replacing it by the preposition the itself. And this translates to as English only, right? In English also, we use a kilo of potatoes, give me a dozen of bananas, right? Do we say a bottle of the water? No, right? What do we say? We say a bottle of water. So when it is a precise quantity, we will be not using the partitive articles, and we will be replacing the partitive articles with what? De or D apostrophe. D apostrophe will be used when the next word is beginning with a vowel. For example, yun butai do. What's the meaning? A bottle of water, and we will not be saying it as yun butai the lo. No. A bottle, some water, we will not say. Let's take one more example. A kilo the sucre. That is a kilo of sugar, and not a kilo du sucre. So I hope you understood the first case of using the or D apostrophe. For example, pour preparing a gâteau. For preparing a cake. En met, what do we put? One puts une tasse de lait. A cup of milk. Now I'm using a precise quantity. I'm saying a cup of milk. If I'm just saying for preparing cake we put milk, it's not precise. Then I will use partitive. But when I'm saying a cup of milk, une tasse de lait, dans 250 grammes de farine. I'm putting a cup of milk in 250 grams of flour. So I hope you are understanding. Une tasse de lait, 250 grammes de farine, wherein it is a precise quantity. Let's proceed with the next, the second rule that states that immediately after the negative, the partitive article changes to the or D apostrophe. Let's understand. We have our partitive articles du, de la, the apostrophe and they, but when it is in negative, the sentence is in negative, it changes to the or D apostrophe. Let's understand with the help of an example. Antoine boit de l'eau. I have to make this sentence negative. Where is my verb? My verb is boit. So what does the rule say to make negative? Before the verb you put na, and after the verb you put pa. So I will change it to Antoine ne boit pas. And this the apostrophe, what will it change to? It will change to D apostrophe do. So Antoine ne boit pas do. So when you are making your sentence negative, after the pa, if you see a partitive article after pa, after negative, then my du, the la, the apostrophe, they will change to the or D apostrophe. But again to this also, you have an exception that says that except in être. You know être verb? To be. And if you see the conjugation of être also, je suis, tu es, il est, elle est, nous sommes, vous êtes, ils sont, elles sont. If there is conjugation of être or être, it will remain unchanged. Your partitive articles will stay as it is. Let us see an example. Ce sont des chocolats. These are some chocolates. So the negative will be ce ne sont pas. They will be as it is. Why? Because there is conjugation of être here. So ce ne sont pas des chocolats. I hope you understood this module. See you in the next module. Till then, au revoir.